every celebrity has a mansion, a supercar, and a brand deal, we're conditioned to look at the rich and famous and see the exact same template of mindless consumption. But what happens when someone decides to build an empire on the exact opposite philosophy? Kendall Jenner built a $60 million luxury ecosystem, yet her most prized possessions are a scuffed pair of loafers she refused to return, a dark forest green kitchen designed to make her cook, and a $23 million estate in Montecito that's actually stables with a house attached. This is not the standard celebrity showroom. It's a calculated, highly specific ecosystem where every single inch was SAT-tested and micromanaged by Jenner herself. Why does one of the most photographed women on Earth reject the standard Hollywood template to curate something so intensely private? And how did she turn her personal anxiety into the ultimate silent leverage? Let's look at what happens when taste becomes the ultimate weapon. Before you look at any single purchase, you need to understand how she thinks about spending. Kendall doesn't collect things for show. She collects things she actually uses, actually loves, and actually lives inside every single day. When Vogue walked through her closet, she pointed to a pair of worn-in loafers from the row and admitted she never returned them after a sample loan. She wears them every day. The heels she loves most are falling apart from use, not sitting in a display case. Her Hermès bags aren't stored behind glass. They're stacked like books on a shelf, corners scuffed, leather crinkled, because she takes them everywhere. That same mindset carries into her homes. She spent a full year renovating her Beverly Hills house before she moved in, and she micromanaged every decision. When she built her mountain house, she told her designer she wanted it to feel like Grandma Chic, then SAT-tested the couch herself before approving the fabric. These aren't decorator choices, they're personal ones, and that's what makes the whole thing feel real. Her Beverly Hills house is where most people first saw how she actually lives. She bought it in 2020 for roughly $8.5 million, renovated it completely, and turned it into something that looks nothing like a celebrity showroom. Warm neutrals, organic textures, a dark forest green kitchen that makes her want to cook every night. The formal living room has no television by design, just a fireplace that runs year-round and deep conversations that go late. Right when you walk in, there's a James Turrell light sculpture called Scorpius, worth around $750,000, that bathes the entryway in shifting color from morning to night. She got it because she wanted to meditate in front of it. She's a Scorpio, so the name felt right. That piece landed on the cover of Architectural Digest and turned her entire home into a conversation about what luxury actually means. Down the hall, she converted a movie theater into an art studio where she paints with friends, throws on basketball, drinks wine, and calls it therapy. She keeps 6 matching jumpsuits hanging by the door so nobody has to worry about their clothes. One has her name on it. Later, she turned that studio back into a cozy theater with custom furniture and a bode piece she calls Squid. The house keeps evolving because she keeps living in it. Her mountain house is a completely different energy. She built it from the ground up with designer Heidi Collier, and where her LA home leans calm and earthy, the mountain house goes bold. A chintz statement couch she SAT-tested before approving, polka dot walls in the guest room, a burgundy master bathroom with vaulted ceilings she calls her favorite room in the whole house, a signed Les Paul Gibson piano, one of only 20 made, that a friend tracked down online and she bought immediately, even though she doesn't play. She also renovated a vintage Bambi Airstream she got as a birthday gift years earlier, gutted it, added real plumbing and electricity, and turned it into a 3rd guest room on the property. Because when you build a house for your friends, you make sure everyone fits. None of this is possible without the engine running behind it, and Kendall built that engine herself. She's been one of the highest paid models on the planet for years, with major partnerships at L'Oreal and Anua, where she became the first global ambassador for the K-beauty brand. The Hollywood Reporter named her one of the top marketing masterminds of 2026 because she doesn't just front campaigns, she converts them into real sales in ways most agencies can't replicate. But the business that tells you the most about her is 818 Tequila. She founded it, named it after her own area code to keep it personal, and built it from the ground up with real involvement in every layer. In 2026, she formed a major partnership with Sazerac, the company behind Fireball and Buffalo Trace, putting her bottles next to some of the most recognized names in liquor. She also ran a full NASCAR collaboration during the 2025 season. That's a long way from a celebrity licensing deal. Most people with her platform slap their name on something and move on. Kendall stayed in it, and the brand keeps growing. The garage is where her taste gets most personal. Her collection is worth somewhere between $4.5 and $5.3 million, but she didn't build it with Lamborghinis and leased SUVs. She went hunting for classics: a 1957 Chevrolet Corvette convertible, a 1965 Ford Mustang convertible, a 1957 Chevy that's completely unexpected for someone who also walks in Paris, and her most photographed car, a 1960 Cadillac Eldorado in light lilac, which she matches her nail polish to on purpose. She does own a Mercedes G500 and a Rolls-Royce, but the old American metal is what she reaches for first. She's been photographed in that purple Cadillac more times than any red carpet car, and every time it turns heads, not because it's expensive, but because it's specific. You can't fake that kind of taste. You either have it or you don't, and Kendall clearly does. Everything eventually comes back to horses. She started riding at 2 years old on a horse named Sweet Pea, who lived 2 doors up. By 4, she was taking lessons. She says when she's overwhelmed or anxious, which she admits is most of the time, her first move is to go find Arizona, her horse she discovered in Arizona and bought the moment she rode him. She describes it simply: when she's with Arizona, she's in full cowgirl mode, no makeup, backwards hat, country playlist running, completely off the grid, from the model world. She rides bareback most of the time, just going out into the hills to think. She said he's the only one she can really talk to. Her $23 million Montecito estate, bought in February 2025, was built around that relationship: full horse stables, a private riding ring, a training facility. She didn't buy land that happened to have stables. She bought stables that happened to have a house attached. She's working with designer Heidi Caillier on the interiors, and early reports say it's colorful, personal, and completely her own. That tracks. Every home she's touched has ended up looking like her, not like a magazine spread someone else approved. Add the Beverly Hills house to the Montecito estate, and her real estate alone is over $30 million. Stack the car collection, the art, the closet full of worn-in Hermès and sample loafers she refused to return, the tequila company, the brand deals, and the private jet routes between all of it, and you land somewhere around $60 million in total lifestyle value. But what separates Kendall from most people at that number is that nothing in her world looks borrowed. The couch she approved by sitting in it, the kitchen color she chose because it made her want to cook, the loafers she kept because she wears them every single day, the horse she bought because she knew the second she sat on him. She didn't build this for the look of it. She built it because she knew